Hey guys and gals, here we have Mia's Wildlife Rescue by Lego Friends. This is set number 41717, contains 430 bricks. So let me see if I can pronounce this here. Dr. Makena, Jacqueline, and Mia. So those are the three mini dolls that are included, and so far this looks pretty interesting because not only we get a zebra, we also get a giraffe too. And looks like an ATV. And I Spy stickers. Well, let's take a look at the back of the box. So obviously this model is fully playable, but it looks rather unfinished. So I'll have to build it to find out. So this is all the various stuff that we could do. It looks fun, but I can't judge it on the box. Let's take a look at the build on the Lego table. Now let's take a tour, and Mia's Wildlife Rescue, well, it needs a little rescuing of its own. Well, we'll get to that in a bit. So off to the far left right here we have ourselves a very scraggly tree. Now I like the scorpion that's hidden inside. We'll take a closer look at everything in a bit, but press this lever here in the back and he comes shooting out. I'm not going to go too hard. I don't want to have him flying across the room and trying to attack me. And then we have this nice little off-road ATV. Pretty cool. And here we have Mia, a zebra, and two other figures. And honestly, I'm not even going to attempt to try to pronounce their names again, because I can't even say them correctly. Here we have a giraffe. At least this one's not brick built. Pretty cool. And in the back we have the rescue center. Now, just like with these friend sets, the backs are left open, and here is the rescue indeed. This is all open, no doors, no roof. So I don't know what we're rescuing here actually, but looks like we got ourselves maybe a little examining room. This is the place to park the ATV. Here we got ourselves a little sink, and on the second story we have an x-ray machine and a computer and stuff. Now it looks like it's got all this graphic stuff. My goodness, it seems like these friend sets are just piling on the stickers. I mean, it is just tons of stickers. Now, before we get into the close-ups, how was the build quality? Honestly, despite the stickers, it's not a bad build. It was very pleasant to put together. It was very colorful, and it did keep my interest. It wasn't boring, it wasn't dry. The only thing I was struggling was trying to keep all these stickers center and not so crooked and stuff like that. So I think there was probably, I can't remember if there was, I think there was probably one thing that was printed other than the giraffe and zebra, but everything you see here is pretty much stickered. I'm trying to think here, was anything here printed? Let's take a look back here real quick. I can't even remember, there were so many stickers I got blinded by them. But yeah, the build quality's good. Is it pretty strong? Yeah, nothing came apart. This tree's actually pretty sturdy. But as far as for, is it good for an adult builder? It kept my interest. I'm sure it'll keep the interest of a young builder. Yeah, it does match the theme of what you would see in a like a safari type wildlife rescue. I mean, this is far from, in my opinion, being complete. So this is something that you can't just drop in a city. And what I mean by drop in, is it fully done? This could be dropped into a Lego city. This tree could be dropped, but the rescue center in its current state, don't make me laugh on that one, but this one is obviously not worthy of dropping into a city. And I kid you not, it does need to be finished. So, we already took a quick overview. Now let's take a close-up view of everything. Let's start with the little ATV. We have a little container on top. and it's supposed to look like some sort of case, and that is stickered. It just rests on this jumper plate. Here's that scraggly tree, and there's the scorpion. So basically what you do, you just tap this and he comes flying out like he's going to attack you. Ooh, I'm scared. There's Mia and that zebra. And our other two figures. One's holding the camera, taking a picture of the zebra. There's the giraffe. Nice, lovely animal figure. And in the back, we have the rescue clinic. And those right there are stickers. Those are not printed. There's the entry point. That I wish was printed, but it's a sticker. And I may not cover everything in this review, as it's just it just feels incomplete. Here we have these clipboards and charts that's stickered. Now there is some tools in here. We can just lift this up. We have some accessories down in there. I'm not going to dig all those out. They were a pain to put in. It just snaps in place. Here we have the little sink. Second story. Here's that X-ray machine. This just opens up. Now, let's see if I can get the zebra in here. Well, I managed to get it. Just set her in here. And we'll close this up. And that's about as close as I can get it to work. Here's this little computer. That's all stickered. Got the light. So I guess this light here is like to tell if the X-ray machine's on. I don't know. Here we have a magnetic scope, if I'm saying that correctly. And we got a slide in there that's a sticker. It's all stickered-fied, so yeah, if you love stickers, there you go. And this little thing pops off here. So that's where we're hiding the stash at, huh? Honestly though, it is playable. I'm sure a young builder would enjoy this, but for an adult like myself, like I mentioned in the main shot, it just feels incomplete. These two items here could most likely be dropped in a city. Well, we got one standing. Pretty cool. These minifigures, well, doll figures, mini dolls, they're always top heavy, so they don't really stay up very well. Tell me what you think. Is this something you'd probably buy? I mean, it's got a good source of parts, a few pieces I can use out of this. Especially that giraffe. I know there's a lot of people who are eyeballing that right now, and yes, this set is worth the giraffe. Be a great zoo animal.